Good night, good night, good night. We here with another one. We here with another one. A good one. A good one. Pretty good one too. Setting up right quick. We gonna talk about. Wait. Let me join the control room. We gonna talk about. Are umpires going to get replaced by robots? Yes. Are umpires going to get replaced by robots? This is why you need to start at a 2-year bridge to a 4-year. This is why you need to go to college. Robots are coming. AI is here. Something else gonna come up, and we gonna be like, what is that? What a time. Be alive. You and yours versus me and mine. Oh, you talking teams? Let me not start, man. You already know the legend. You already know the legend. You already know the legend, Al. You already know who I'm quoting. You already know who I'm quoting. So we've been talking about that. You know, we got to do the disclaimer. That's law. That's a law. AKA, that's a policy. The disclaimer is a policy at this point. Like and subscribe, man. Like and subscribe. Disclaimer. The videos presented here are for informational purposes only. And therefore, if you are to choose to attend the institution, please do your own research and consult with a specialist at the institution you are interested in. I am not a financial aid specialist, academic advisor, or representing any institution. Speaking on behalf of Creator, Henry is only speaking from his experience. Yes. All right. Let me go to it. I think I had it popped up still. So this was another post that I saw on LinkedIn. I saw this like some days ago. I think it was yesterday, actually. I feel like it was multiple, but I think it was a day ago. It's going to be 2 days, technically. And the person who posted it, don't know them at all. Just something I came across. And it just made me think like, wow, the MLB will use robot umpires in 2026. So the article is coming up. The person said robot umpires. Remember, this always relates back to college, first and foremost. The person said robot umpires. Strike 3 for humanity. They said, I admire robots. I spent years championing their precision, their tireless execution, their elegant, if I said it right, elegant, I'm going to say elegant, their elegant defiance, or their elegant defiance of human error. But even I have to push back when the umpire's judgment is handed over to a machine. Well, umpires should be making the right calls because now they about to get replaced. And plus, you got to pay umpires by what? The hour, the minute, benefits, all that, right? You can get multiple robots and get one person just to operate it. And then one umpire, potentially every game, to verify, was it the right call? Whoever that one umpire is, if you that 1% of really good umpires, you're good. If you're not, you're in trouble. So this person said, but even I have to push back when the umpire's judgment is handed over to machine. It says they at the MLB, they said Major League Baseball is reportedly prepared to introduce robot umpires by 2026. Is this rational? Consistency, accuracy, efficient? All noble aims if you are running a semiconductor fab. I'm gonna be honest with you. If the MLB does this test run in 2026 and it's executed not flawlessly, but we can work on improvements and do this slowly, guess what? You're gonna see it in college, then you're gonna see it get to high school, then you're gonna see it get to what? Little leagues. You know, little leagues be on TV already. So then you're starting to see a whole shift of umpires fade away on all levels. Do you need a degree to be an umpire? We're going to check that out real quick. That's going to actually be kind of good. Calm down, Google. Calm down. All right. So I just looked it up. It says, no, you do not need a college degree. You don't need a college degree. A college degree is not a mandatory requirement to become a Major League Baseball umpire, but a high school diploma or equivalent is essential. The path to becoming an MLB umpire involves attending specialized umpire training schools and gaining experience in lower levels of baseball. That is what the AI overview is saying. But I'm actually looking at MLB.com now. But I'm going to go back to the post before we go deep into that. And then they said, there may come a surreal day when humanoid athletes square off in a humanoid league baseball, he called it, instead of MLB, he called it humanoid league baseball match. Let the robots call the strikes then. But today's game is still played by humans for humans and judged by humans. The robo apocalypse may be nearer than I previously expected. Okay, so this person is older. First and foremost, this person is older. Let's be clear. This person is older. It's LinkedIn. Not super older, but definitely probably 50s and 60s or 40s and 50s. It's like 40, 50, and 60s. Yes, robots are coming. They've been here. When they started building these cars, I think, where my people at? Where my engineers at? When I was at Georgia Tech, they loved giving us the history. I think a vehicle car was the first robot. Didn't you hear something about that, Al? The car was like the first robot or something like that. I think. I don't know. I'm asking. Let's Google it. Let's Google that. It's either a microwave or refrigerator. One of them was the first robot, essentially. Let's see. What was the first robot? The first robot was developed by George, according to AI Overview. I'm talking to my girl, G. It's so-called was by George DeVol, DEVOL. It was a hydraulic robotic arm. No, I'm talking about like a car or something. Ain't a car like essentially a robot? But that's the first robot, but isn't a car like a robot? Hold on. I heard that before. Need my engineers in here. They say self-driving car could be considered a type of robot because it is a programmable machine capable of complex actions automatically. I'm gonna leave it there. So this person is scared. They're like, hey, robot apocalypse is near. This is why you need to start at a 2-year. This is why you need to start at 2-year college. Not university. Not university. They got too much going on right now. Universities don't know what they're doing. This is why you need to start at 2-year college. Because umpires gonna be the umpires gonna be calling me, asking me, hey, what trades can I do? And I'm be like, hey, you need to go and get your degree so this don't happen again. That's what I'm gonna say. Guys, no job is safe. I'm not even safe. Well, I'm safe because I can communicate and I read books. And that's more valuable than any other thing as we're going forward with these robots. For families and students, this isn't just baseball. It's a glimpse of future work. As you're going to school, I was telling someone today, or reminded someone today. I'm glad you have finally accepted that, LOL. I was telling somebody today, I was talking to someone today, and I told them, because a lot of people like to rush through school, and so I was like, look, just talking to somebody. Just talking to them. I was like, look, don't rush through school. If anything right now, if you are coming out of high school or just starting college or like in your junior, senior year of college, more junior year, even if you're a senior, I advise you to not hurry up and graduate. Literally, not hurry up, slow down. We don't know what the job market look like right now. Well, right now it's terrible, as everybody been saying. Word on the street, or word, as I like to say, word in the hallways. You know, because college be in the hallways. I'm gonna say word on the campus. That's what we gonna say, G. Word on the campus. That's what we gonna say. If I start hearing word on the campus, G, somebody took that from me. You ain't never heard that before. Word on the campus is that the job market is terrible right now. People are trying to go back to school and get trades. People got master's degrees. People got bachelor's degrees. Some people are running into walls because in certain places, if you already got a degree, you can't use like financial, what's it called? You can't use like your FAFSA benefits. Word on the streets. And so I'm just gonna say I haven't for you, LOL. Man, yeah. So it's a glimpse of future work. If umpires can be replaced, what jobs are safe, right? Like I just said, that's why starting at 2-year college is more important than ever. That's why. 2-year college, you save $10,000 and more. I gotta keep saying it. I can't even say I'm not gonna say it no more because I'm going to keep saying it. You save $10,000 and more. Guys, do we not hear what I'm saying? You tell me, people come in my comment section sometimes, real slick like. They come in my comment section. Why would I go to a 2-year? Blah, 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 blah. I don't get rude. But why would you go to a 4-year, pay way more money for a degree that AI is probably going to replace? Didn't I say colleges scam you? Didn't I say they be scamming? I'm not saying don't go to college, but I'm saying if you don't have some sense and don't be, I'm gonna say ignorant. Just don't be ignorant and actually open your eyes and ears and delete the social media, you'll see right through your college. They smile in your face at graduation, even though you're like $100K in student loan debt. I wish I had some sound effects right now. Why are you smiling in my face at graduation? You know what some colleges got the nerve to do? They got the nerve to ask you to donate money while you're at graduation. You know, you're going to be alumni. You should consider giving back to the foundation. They thirsty for that money. I think it's interesting. Parents and families, your student needs to start at a 2-year. They need to start at a 2-year. $10,000 or more, you will save it. The extra money that you save, you might get it back as a refund. Or it might get in the stock market world, it could be drip. It could be like a dividend. It could be reinvested into your education. You might not get the money back. So, yeah, let's go to the article. We cooking. Waiting on the article to pull up. There we go. We taking a minute sometimes. All right. So right here, I'm on AP News. And it says MLB will use robot umpires in 2026. So I wish I could see it. You're going to see it. I say that every time. You're going to see it though. Robot umpires are getting called up to the big leagues next season. Hey, can we say shout out to the robots for skipping like Little League, middle school, high school, college, fall ball, spring ball, and they just went straight to the MLBs. Like, I hope they've been testing this already. It says right here, I don't want to watch that movie. I like movies, but not right now. Okay, so Major League Baseball's 11-man competition committee on Tuesday approved the use of the automated ball slash strike system in the major leagues in 2026. I'm gonna watch some MLB games for sure now, just to see how this works. And then in 2026, it says human plate umpires will still call balls and strikes, but teams can challenge 2 calls per game and get additional appeals in extra innings. The challenges must be made by a pitcher, catcher, or batter. Signal by tapping their helmet or cap. You know, they're saying baseball fundamentals now. I don't want to speak that baseball language. But right here it says New York Yankees outfielder Austin Sadler. Austin Sadler? I know. Wait a minute. Time out. Austin Sadler. That must be a different Austin. It's a very common name, but let me see. Where you from? Oh, that's a different one. I was about to say, hold on. I heard about Austin. Okay. Hold on. It's a different person. New York Yankees outfielder Austin Sadler, one of the 4 players on the competition committee, said 3 voted in favor after getting support from 22 of the 30 teams. All 6 management reps voted in favor. The MLB player said, look, these human umpires don't want to call the right strike or ball, messing up my batting average. I got you. I'm going to take your job. I'm going to let this robot take your job. Keep playing with my balls and strikes. Keep playing with me. See, now you seeing that baseball can be a little political or sports, because think about it. If this person on the committee got the people who can agree with me on the committee, right? The structure, organizational structure. If that baseball player, like in college, started 2-year though. If a baseball player is on the committee and that umpire like, dang, if I don't call some in his favor, he might remember my name as an umpire. He might hold some people petty. He might hold some animosity, and then he might do something like this. G said, when they say everything gonna be affected by AI, they mean everything. They do. I didn't expect umpires. Now you got me thinking about all sports, right? Like think about like when a player, like you playing football, then they trying to get the measurement down, and then the robot is sensed, like the field might be censored to where the robot can, or the AI, the robot can sense like the measurement on the field. You don't even need people to measure the yards no more on the field. Man, we getting crazy out here. And the crazy part about it, G, the crazy part about this is why y'all need to go to college. This is why you have to go to college. The crazy part about it, they've been using this stuff indirectly. It's been in specs. It's been in specs. Now that I'm putting my head together, like the NBA been doing challenge plays and stuff, but I don't know if that required a robot or anything, but it's been in specs. Ooh, this is why you gotta go to college, guys. Like I think it would be good for you to go to college and do something like I said that's very, G roasted my skill set of what I went to college for. You need to go to school and get liberal arts. Liberal arts is a lot of things. Liberal arts can be your mathematics. Liberal arts can be your liberal arts can be like lawyer. Now I know everything can be affected by AI and robots and stuff. You'll be like, well, AI can let's be clear. AI is not that advanced yet to where it can take a lawyer job. It's not that advanced where, like I said, G thinks, it's gonna take front desk people jobs, but it's not gonna take desk people jobs yet. Not yet. Because nobody wants to talk to an automated robot machine, G. Nobody wants to do that yet. I know I don't. I want to talk to a human. I'm straight for at least another 30, 40 years. Another 30, 40 years. I'm straight. G said, I would concede that college is a good thing, but I think it's necessity for the future. I didn't even see you say that, G. Oh, you just said that. I would concede that college is a good thing, but I think it is a necessity for the future will become a no. Companies don't care. Companies don't care you want to talk to humans. That's bad. Yo, you gotta chill, G. That's bad. She said, companies don't care if you want to talk to humans. They gonna care when that money don't come through. They gonna care when that money don't come through. They be like, I'm taking my money somewhere else. Unless you're like Amazon, you gotta deal with it. Customer service was one of the ones to be. I followed this guy on YouTube, and he actually recorded it. He actually was one of the people that got it recorded when they first heard like an automated voice on the phone. It was really interesting. And somebody right here, I don't know who they're quoting. They're quoting somebody. It's Austin Sattler, the outfielder. He said, I think with any sort of technology, there is not 100% certainty of the accuracyness of the system. You got to think about it, Austin Sattler. There's not even 100% accuracy with humans. He said, I think with any sort of technology, there is not 100% certainty. There is no 100% with humans. Actually, in fact, if we go back in the day, humans were way off with things. And as we keep advancing with technology, we could get more accurate with it. That doesn't make the case, bro. You gave the job away to the umpire jobs are gone. By 2030, we got full automated robot umpires. G said, you said something else. I don't see it. It did not come in yet. Oh, he took it back. It retracted. So they said right here that the big league umpires call roughly 94% of the pitches correctly. So with the technology, with the robots, umpires can do better than 94% when it gets better. They said big league umpires call roughly 94% of the pitches correctly. Says who? Whoever is according to scorecards, that could be mislit. See, that could be wrong. It says adding the robot umps is likely to cut down on ejections. MLB said 61.5, pretty much 62% of ejections among players, managers, and coaches last year were related to balls and strikes, as were 60.3% this season through Sunday. Yankees manager Aaron Boone, who leads the American League in ejections for the 5th straight year. We don't need to know that. And they got anything else in here that's interesting before I start talking again? Okay, they said ABS. I don't know what ABS is, but ABS, which utilizes Hawkeye cameras, has been tested in the minor leagues since 2019. The Independent Atlantic League tried the system at its 2019 All-Star game, and MLB installed the technology for that year's Arizona Fall League of top prospects. The ABS was tried at 8 of 9 ballparks of the Low A Southeast League in 2021, then moved up to the AAA in 2022. At AAA, at the start of 2023 season, half the games used the robots for ball strike calls and have had a human making decisions to subject to appeals by teams to the ABS. That's why I said they're going to use this robot. They're going to use it, and they're going to only need one human. You don't need multiple umpires. I think it's like in baseball, you got 3 umpires in baseball. You got one on the first base. You got with the first base coach, and you got one on the third base with the third base coach, and you got one behind the catcher. So I think it's only 3 umpires usually. Could be some extras, but they're not on the field. So you can go from 3, maybe 5. It's probably like 5 at the game. You might need like 3 extra umpires and 2 extra umpires just in case something happens. You go from, we'll just say 6 umpires a game to 1. Maybe 2. Maybe you can cut it from 6 to 3. Because you still need somebody on first base and second, first and third. So now you really just need 3 consistently. That saves a lot of money. I ain't the biggest math person, but that saves a lot of money. Whew. And any business would and eventually would take that deal. Exactly. So guys, what is going to be? Are you going to let a robot take your job? Are you going to say college is not worth it no more? Or are you going to start at the 2-year and potentially learn how to operate this robot at this 2-year? And then bridge to a 4-year and keep learning how to operate the robot. Your computer is already a robot, technically. Technically, it's already a robot. Like and subscribe. Technically, your computer is already a robot. But on a serious note, save your $10,000, start at a 2-year, bridge to a 4-year, and like set yourself apart from everybody who just didn't start at a 2-year college. It's so underrated. And then G says, sadly, we don't get a choice, but that is really a good pivot point for 2 years, which is pretty cool to think about. Well, it is. That is a good pivot. Because, like I said, guys, I'm considering, like, I'm already taking, we got another training coming up at work tomorrow. No, we got another training. It's not tomorrow. That training is like next month. We got another training that is about work. It's about AI, heavy AI, more AI. The fact that I was on it in 2021, I was trying to do it back in 2021 when I made the investment in that Palantir company, you know, PLTR. When it was nowhere to get the training for AI. Now I'm just getting these buttloads of trainings. G said, well, I'm thinking about robot technicians. I'm talking about robot technicians and stuff like that. The next generation of white collar jobs don't want to do. A robot technician is dope. I feel like that's gonna be the new mechanics. If you wanna get into that real quick, you know, because we almost at 30 minutes. I guess the next generation kind of, or in between blue collar jobs. Yeah, it could be like, a good perspective would be like, I would probably have to learn how to be a robot technician. Technically, I'm in a white collar job, G. I feel like I'll have to learn how to be a robot or AI technician. Like, you know, I feel like it's going to be one of the things you just got to have or you should have to make it easier for your department or something, because you might have something that need to be troubleshooted. Like you said, a robot technician. We might have a robot. Definitely going to be a blue collar job, though. Definitely. I think the way we got car mechanics, and if we keep going with these EVs, I know some people say like, oh, we ain't going to have no EV cars, won't be the future. Trust me, they're coming. They are coming. The data shows. Don't quote me. The data shows they are progressing, though. Scholarly articles are saying these EVs are progressing. I'm just blocking the camera. G said, well, I'm saying that blue-collar jobs won't leave before these types of jobs dominate the field and new age of white-collar jobs. EVs are coming slowly but surely. Yes. And then, yeah. Well, I'm saying blue-collar jobs won't leave. Nah, blue-collar jobs are always going to be around. I think blue-collar jobs are always going to be around. I just think they'll get switched around. And if they build out more strong, yes. Because I know blue-collar jobs will be around. I just think instead of having I think we should enjoy and take more pictures when we're at the mechanic shops for our cars. Because those are going to slowly transition away. And there's going to be EV mechanic shops. Like the Precision Tunes, the what's them other ones, man? Any mechanic shop, if it's not a dealership mechanic shop, those are finna fade away. I talked to mechanics, literally, and they said cars are getting to the point where you can't even bring them to these mechanic shops that are not dealerships. The mechanics said that themselves. They're like, man, you gotta take it to the dealership because it's too much technology in it at this point. like I said, it's like a robot. And so we're gonna start seeing those car mechanic shops, unless they're, you know, yeah, we're gonna start seeing those mechanic shops fade away, which gonna open up more land opportunity to buy. But G also said something before we do our school review. Fun fact: blue collar jobs are actually facing higher unemployment rates. Interesting. Where you get that data from, G? Where you get that data from? Calling you out. Exactly. Cars are getting harder and harder to repair, and the vast majority of electric cars are exactly the same. Exactly. Where you get that data from? Blue collar jobs are actually facing higher unemployment rates. State your source. While I found a college to review. So, guys, yes, no job is safe. Slate is a new company that is trying to do something similar. G said, look it up. You always trying to tell somebody, look it up. You look it up. G be coming to be like, look it up. Be doing these boss moves, man. G be doing these boss moves, look it up. G be like, I can see G now. You don't read, do you? Look it up. I can see G now. Look it up. Go into typing on your computer. Look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Blue collar though, I haven't looked at anything with blue collar in a minute though. So that is interesting to look up one day when I get to it. I can't even see my own computer screen. And unemployment rates. Oh. Did they state why? Did they state why we're having such a high employment rate in blue collar jobs? Did they state why? And then while you do that, yes. I think we did. G, question. Have we reviewed UC Berkeley yet? G said, well, obviously, I think the biggest issue was that most blue-collar jobs, specifically trades, are mom and pop. Yeah, I can see that. Have we reviewed UC Berkeley? Or have we done UCLA? I don't even think we did UCLA. We're going to do UCLA anyway. Let's do UCLA. I don't even think we did UCLA. Let's do UCLA. We'll do UCLA. I don't think we did the Bruins. Oh, shit. Okay, we did do Berkeley. All right. Let's do UCLA. Yeah, you did. Okay. Yeah, do UCLA. They're hot right now. And I'll make sure to edit this one and drop this weekend. Catching the rhythm with those. I'm thinking I'm not going to be able to make it for the year on the ones because I was doing these rapid fire live streams. So I'm just going to do the most popular ones. And then eventually over time. Your boy got to get an editor one day. Can't afford one, but your boy gotta get an editor. High key. Cause I'm producing the content, but your boy, the editing, woo. All right, we're gonna do UCLA. I'm gonna read this comment by G real quick before I start. Yeah, and to continue a point from earlier, they send their kids to college who don't want to take over the family business. That is true. That is true. These kids do not want to take over the family business no more. They used to want to. Now, I don't know what kids want these days. Like and subscribe. I don't know what kids want these days. I really don't know what they want. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. They are some interesting kids. That was actually in the Ploy Matter video, funny enough. The one you told me, that one I watched? You gonna make me watch that again. I don't know how I missed that. So the college we gonna do is University of California. Okay, that makes sense. The University of California, Los Angeles. Very popular school. While sending people to trades doesn't fix the problem. I'm gonna come back to that. University of California, Los Angeles. UCLA. The Bruins. They don't need no introduction. Everybody know about UCLA. So apparently people are saying that UCLA is a hot topic right now. So apparently UCLA reveals football coach search committee steeped with pro sports experience. Let's get into it. Oh, hold on right quick. UCLA students started new school year with little after luggage theft. Yeah, oh boy, they got y'all name all in the headlines. All right. So, I didn't even click on it. I thought I clicked on it. I will hope y'all just got one campus. All these California schools. University of... How am I going to do this? UCLA, University of California, Los Angeles. They have 33,000 undergraduate students. This is a very large school. 4-year college, public, city-like, or in the city. Right? It seems like it's right by Beverly Hills, actually. I did not know that. Oh, this college in a nice area. I'm looking at the map on the College Scorecard, G. Beverly Hills? Okay. I see you. I see you, UCLA. It's a special destination for Asian American and Native American Pacific Islanders serving institution. What does that mean, guys? That means, like, when I talk about PBIs, Hispanic serving institutions, and any other institution that has a majority demographic, that is what we're talking about. So that means that they might do a lot of more Asian American culture events on the campus. They might have more Asian American instructors. They're going to have Native American Pacific Islander instructors or Native American culture events on the campus. Very inclined to the campus climate to make it very, very relatable to their students. So California usually has good prices in college as well. So this might be an A, but we're going to see. So they have a graduation rate of 93%. That is way over the 58% mark. They said the average annual cost to go to UCLA is 14 grand. They said you will pay 14 grand every year to go here. If that is true, that is a steal to go here. It's way better than that other, what's the Trojans? It's way better than the Trojan prices. Way better. USC Trojans, way better than theirs. And I'm about to go, about to check this sticker price on the campus because a lot of people want to go here, apparently. Tuition and fee rate. Let's do it. Yeah, Google even saying about 30. It costs you about 14 grand to go here. Don't make me smile, UCLA. Don't make me be like, let me get some of that blue and gold. Fun fact, I just love college logos and stuff that got gold in it. Why didn't you go to UCLA? Or maybe you will after this review. I probably won't go to UCLA. The cost of living in California is crazy. I wouldn't be able to go out there. Based on my career field, I don't think I'll be. Now I won't be able to stay out there alone. Let's say that. Your boy was gonna need some assistance, G. So, tuition and fees. Right now, I'm looking at 2024 to 2025. We need 2025 to 2026. I'm going to hit the back button. Yeah. So sometimes schools, guys, they keep the 2024 to 2025 school year up there, but they do it because I guess their prices didn't really change. But I know they got to have it up here because I'm pretty sure parents were calling constantly about, hey, you got old prices up here. Where are the new prices? Maybe they did because parents don't care that much sometimes. They just want, especially if they probably get into a school like this, they probably just happy to have their kid in the school. Now I got to try another link. Let's try this. The cost of attendance. UCLA hiding them prices, G. That ain't a good thing when they hide them prices from us. Oh, here you go. All right, new students starting in the 2025-2026 school year. So I know, guys, you might be thinking like, well, what the prices are gonna look like in 2026 to 2027 school year? Expect it to go up, maybe like 5%, 3%. Some schools 10%. Expect it to go up. It gives you an idea. Will I keep updating you? Maybe like a year or two out. But there's so many colleges, I'm telling you, I could do this till I'm 99 years old reviewing colleges. It's that many colleges out there. So, university fees right here. They said tuition is about 15 grand, with campus fees being $766, pretty much $800. If you stay on campus, off campus, your tuition is still $15,700. That is for the year. That is for the year. That is for the year. So that means we need to do. Why my calculator always this? I'll be closing it out. What I'll be doing in my golden years, we will see, G. We will see. It depends on the people. It depends on the people. It depends on me getting the message out there, and it depends on the people if they even care enough about it. But I care enough to keep doing it, but at a certain point, when people don't care, it's like, I'll still figure out a way to get it to them, but we'll see. $7,850, $78.50. That's how much you're looking at per semester to go here. Now, why am I okay? That's not that bad. Because why is not that bad? $78.50. It's out of my purchasing power, but I do know in California the cost of living is really high. So the money, G, help me out. Even though the cost of living in California is really high, does the wages add up? Like $78.50 in California, right? So if it costs me $78.50 per semester, I can get a pretty good job and pay that in California, right? Like me working a job in California, or are they going to pay me like, are they going to still try to pay me like $45,000 to $50,000? You get what I'm saying? Does it match it? I know, like they say up north, like they pay you pretty well up north, but this is California, so I feel like it's still lopsided. Like the way, like things are expensive, but the money don't match it. Kind of like in Georgia. Help me out. That depends on where you're. It depends on where you at. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna hurt the review a little bit. Okay, because I've never been to California or know anything about it really. So it says right here that the earnings you can make after being 10 years removed from the institution after going to UCLA. Okay. So after being 10 years removed from the institution, you could be making possibly 82 grand, $82,511. That could be your ROI within 10 years of leaving the institution. So you paying, I ain't gonna lie, you paying about six, I'm gonna just round it to 16 grand. You paying 16 grand a year in tuition and fees times 4. If you graduate in 4 years, you're only paying 64 grand. G said the minimum wage is about $18 and Cali A equals $16.50, as well as that question is more or less about whether the service you are providing is even still necessary. So you're looking at about 64 grand for 4 years at UCLA, based on the prices they have now. Now you gotta keep in mind, if that goes up by, let's say they raise it, if they raise it by, if they raise the tuition by like tuition and fees by 5%, I'll do 64,000 times 5%. That's an extra $3,200. So 3,200 plus 64,000. It's gonna increase like easily, guys. If you do 5% every year, you on your way. You working your way to 100 grand a year in tuition and fees. But you could be looking at, if they raise the tuition by 5% next year, you're looking at about, I'm not even gonna say it because I don't want to confuse you. But you look at that 64 grand. That's a good return on investment. Let's keep going. It's pretty good. But we'll dwell in that a little bit as we get to the end. So, and remember, guys, the College Scorecard does break it down by family income. If your family income is like $0 to $30,000, they're saying like, hey, your average annual cost of going to the school could be like $66,864. They have all that broken down in here. That's why I tell you, like, sometimes on the College Scorecard, they break it down based on like if you're going to be a financial aid student. But I still go by the sticker price of the college, because in most cases, these kids are still paying the actual school sticker price, because their financial aid runs out the first year. Because what you're going to get, because usually you're paying like the tuition and fees, then you're getting the meal plan, then you're getting room and board. So all that wipes out pretty much like in your first year, and then now you have no more financial aid. You get what I'm saying? So then the next 3 years, you're kind of like SOL. And yes, you do a new financial aid every year, but you're still in a situation every year. So if you fell short and you still need 10 grand, so you're gonna need 10 grand every year, you're still gonna fall short of 40 grand. And then if you plan on going to graduate school, it's the same. You don't be getting no extra help in graduate school. Then if you plan on going to med school or law school, you know the rest is history. So I just broke down some people collegiate careers, and I'm sorry. But students who return after their first year is 97%, which is pretty good. That is really good. So they got A's across the board so far. Financial aid and debt. The average debt they say you would get going to this school, which makes sense because they charge about 14 grand. They say you're going to have an average debt of 14 grand. If you when you graduate here, you're looking at an average debt of 14 grand. But it says that 21% of their students receive federal loans. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, the school either not recommending them, but students turn them down. Hope they not recommending student loans. So you have a 77% chance of earning more than a high school graduate. That's pretty good. I thought it would be higher, but making 82 grand within 10 years of being away from making 82 grand within 10 years of being removed from the institution, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Remember, if you want to do the campus diversity, take a campus tour, go view the campus in person. Never go based on online. If you want to see anything that deals with diversity, or if they're doing what they're saying, go to the campus. But how do you know and identify what they're talking about? You better watch Speaking on Behalf, because we point out all these factors. Are you seeing instructors that look like you? If you want to go to a college that you got instructors that look like you or relate to you, you need to go there. The acceptance rate to get into UCLA, though, 9%. Get you some t-shirts, because you're a 9%er if you go to UCLA. And UCLA does not require, they do not require the SAT or ACT during the application process, and does not recommend that students provide them. Don't know what that means exactly. What do I rate this school? Guys, you know me. If G told me about the wages and stuff and how it works in California, you know me, guys. My purchasing power is $2,000 to $3,000. California has great prices. I believe in California, don't quote me, but I believe you can start at a 2-year college in California and be debt free. Like, meaning like 2-year colleges are free in California, if I'm not mistaken. So that's already a plus. I'm starting at 2-year regardless. You can't change me on that. Like, it's factual. It's a foundation. It's in the core. It's in the core. And so, would I go to UCLA? No, because I don't know if my job would pay me enough to even be paying that money. I feel like I'd be stressing and working extra hard in the stock market to make the money to pay for school per semester, and which can factor into my grades. And then I'll be stressed. And I could take less classes, and I won't have to pay that price. Probably I could pay a lower amount, but it take me longer to graduate. But UCLA, their other areas seem pretty good. I'm gonna get them a. I'm gonna get them a B. I'm gonna get them a B. I was gonna say C, but they have A's in other areas like graduation rate, retention rates, the pricing. Hopefully, they can work something out with that. But they're not a C because other schools I gave a C, they should have been F's, but they not a C. They're a B. But I wouldn't go here, so don't mean you can't. But it's a pretty good school. B though, it's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. That's UCLA. Another one down, many more to go. I appreciate the live screen, G. Peace, chicken grease. Just saying it real quick. But appreciate you showing up. Tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow is Friday already. Dang, time flying. And we will be here tomorrow. Tell people to watch us. Remember, bad publicity is good publicity. Good publicity is bad publicity. We need it. We need people to know. I went to the gym. I did leg day and core. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, your boy was going through it today in there. And so, yeah, consistency. What I was gonna say. Yeah. We good. Peace, chicken grease. See y'all. We got out before 53 minutes. Pretty good.